right, collectors, today on the channel we're going to take a look at the Prey Ultimate Feral Predator. This is a NECA figure, and I mean, the Predator franchise happens to be one of my favorite franchises. I was there to kick it off with Arnold and the original Predator. Just love this series. You know, the Tyrannosaurus Rex comment, the whole elite combat unit out of Fort Bragg coming in to take out this alien or get tricked into this mission. Ever since then I've loved this entire franchise, and I know this is controversial, but I've even loved the Aliens versus Predator movies. I love them for what they are. They're truly just a shoot 'em up action flick with aliens. I mean, that's it. I mean, there's some story to it, and that's good. I like the stories. But it's mostly just a shoot 'em up popcorn movie, guys. I mean, if you're expecting the English Patient, maybe go watch some Academy Award movies or something. I don't know. But anyways, I know exactly what I'm getting into when I go watch a Predator movie. I need to see some amazing special effects. I need to see some amazing aliens. I need to see some spaceships, some lasers, and some super weapons, and some fighting. A storyline would be great as well. Is it required? Well, I'd like a decent storyline. But again, I'm not expecting the English Patient or some Academy Award winning masterpiece. That's not what this franchise is about. Anyways, that's enough of that. Again, when I saw this figure, again, this is a controversial one. I happen to like this movie. I happen to like Prey. I happen to like the actors in it. I happen to like the female lead in it. Gosh, some of the my favorite action movie of all time, or maybe not of all time, but one of my favorite action movies by far is Aliens. And the lead hero for that was Sigourney Weaver, Ripley. She was amazing in it. As a little kid, watching her take on those aliens, she was scared to death, but she held her ground and she fought back. Along with those colonial Marines, that was just something that was just amazing to me. Great, great, great movie. Anyways, let's get back to the figure. Here's the figure, Prey Ultimate Feral Predator. Here's the box. It's a very simple box. Nice, pictures on the back. This is what you get. Set in the Comanche Nation 300 years ago, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read you the rest of the story because it's right here. Pause it if you want to read it. So, you got some action shots here of the figure that you get. Very nice figure. And the logo on the back as well. They did it in that Prey logo, and that Predator logo, the original look there. All right, so there's the box. Am I keeping the box? No, I'm not going to keep the box because I took this figure out of the box, and it's going to stay out of the box. I forgot an accessory down here. Hold on, guys. There's some really cool stuff with this guy. I was actually pretty shocked with the things this guy can do. So anyways, let's take a look at this Predator. Let's take a look at him, see what we got here. Aesthetically, he's very, very different from some of the Predators that we've seen before, right? He's got a different look about him. His weapons are a little different. His outfit is a little different. I guess what's happened in the few, 100 years, alien technology or Predator technology has advanced. Maybe this was the ruling tribe on Earth, or when they came to Earth, when everything started, right? But you definitely can see not only that, but if you just looking at him like this is how he comes in the package, right? Looking at him like this, he looks different. You could tell there's something different about him. His coloration is even a little different, right? Almost kind of like a throwback on this figure. So if we take this mask off, and even the mask is different, right? You can see his face is actually different as well. It's not stylized as some of the other Predators. It's not as stylized. It's differently stylized than some of the other Predators. Very, very interesting look there. Definitely different. I'm trying to see if I have one close by, but you guys, you know what? I'll put a picture of one of the other ones maybe right here. So I'll hold him to the side for a second. He just looks very different from some of the Predators that we've seen before. But anyways, just looking at him like this is what was promised to me on the box. This is what I'm getting. It looks good. You know, the details on the Predator, the coloring, the shading, the hair. It's a very soft leather, or not leather. It's a very soft rubber. The color on this, the washes, just the detail overall looks really great. I would say on a scale of, like I said, I rate my figures 1 to 5, 1 being complete trash, 2, give it to Goodwill, 3, okay figure, 4 to 4.5, solid figure. Anything above a 4.5, great figure, run out there and get it. And every once in a while when we go to 5.1, it's a turn it up to 11 like Spinal Tap, and it's a must have. This, as far as aesthetics go, and because I'm biased, I love the Predator franchise, this is about a 4.8. It's up there. It's really, really up there. It's a solid looking, amazing looking figure. Of course, again, I'm biased to these Predators, so take that with however you like it, just up front. I really like this figure. Look at that. Just looking great. Now, he's not in the 1/112 scale, although he could kind of pass for it because Predators are known to be much taller than humans. Are they this much taller than humans? Maybe. Predators are big guys, big aliens. So here's a picture of his feet there. Oh, even look at those claws, man. You don't want to get a hold of that. Dude will chop you up. All right. You know what? And feeling him, he's got kind of here's what's interesting about him too. I think the last review we did of a Predator was the Snake Predator, and that was a really great figure. But something has changed in the design and in the texture and in what's being used on these Predators, because it feels different. It feels a little bit more rubbery. It feels a little bit less delicate. Like the other ones were really hard, and if you pushed on them just a specific way, snap, right? We were always doing, the older Predators were known to snap in half on you. So this one's looking pretty great, actually. And again, the texture, it's different. It's more leathery. If I could say, it just feels leathery. That's what it feels like to me. So let's do something real quick here. Let's get down to the articulation. Let's pop these off. And so this is one of his accessories, right? He gets these, the claws, like the Wolverine claws, and these just slide in. Let me see if I can slide it in on camera. They just slide in right there, right? And then you get the other one slides in the other half. So they just slide in, and when you're not using them, well, they just retract back in there, right? So let's look at the articulation real quick. He's got a super well articulated head. You can look up that far, look down that far. So very nicely articulated. I love it, really nice. And he can look side, so he can give you those looks that Predator is gonna give you. That's very nice. He's got a point, a hinge up here and a ball joint both places. So very good articulation there. I love it. Love it. Look at that. And the hair gets out of your way, or the dreads there get way out of your way. So that's very nice. 5 stars on that. All right. Had to step away for a second. Now let's, so the head articulation is great. Let's look at his, can he do a T-pose? Yes, he can do a T-pose. Look at that. Very easily strike a T-pose. So I was kind of shocked about that as well. Where's his, oh, he can, look, I even had it in the wrong spot and he did it. Here, let's do it that way. Yeah. So he can hit a T-pose pretty easily. This arm's a little easier to get to, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, he can do a T-pose pretty well. That does it. It's fine. And here's what I wasn't expecting. A double jointed pinned elbow. The double joint is amazing. You also have a cut at the bicep, which is very nice. So there's that. And like I said, double jointed elbows. And then you have this McFarlane-esque. Oh no, you have a hinge there. So you have that little hinge that's come in and out, and then you have a cut, you know, you can swivel that around. Oh, nope. Boy, I thought that broke for a second. I had a heart attack. Almost had a meltdown. So you guys saw how easy it is to pop that out. But anyways, there's that. Same thing on this arm. Now, here's where it gets kind of interesting. The good part is that, like I said, the plastic feels a little bit less chintzy. That's the word I'm looking for. It's more durable. It feels more durable, more pliable, and less chintzy. That hard chintzy plastic that they used to use for these things. He's got a cut at the abdomen there, but I'm not going to put a lot of weight on it, but he can twist there. He's got a cut at the waist. Very nice. Now, this is how far he goes back. Not a lot. Well, that's quite a bit. And this is how far he goes forward. Well, I mean, there's some play there, but he goes back more than he goes forward. So there's not a lot of articulation going forward there, or crunch. There's some, but just not a lot. So anyways, there's that. He can kick up pretty good too. Look at that. So there's straight. That's pretty good. Kick up straight. Boom. So he does a pretty good kick there. I mean, 90 degrees there, I would think. There is no, I don't think there's he's got like a ball there, so he can move that around quite a bit. So that it's not a cut at the thigh, but he can still move it around quite a bit. Double jointed half pinned knees. It's funny. He can't kick his own butt, but wow, that's pretty good for a predator. Look at that. Look at that figure. That's actually really good. Some of the older predators, I just don't think they had this. The ability to do all this and to feel not chintzy. Let's see, what else? Go down that much, come up that much. That's a lot for, he does have an ankle rocker. Well, somewhat of an ankle rocker there. So, articulation wise, not bad. Not bad at all. I really like this predator, and I'm glad I got a couple of them. I really like them. I like how they've redesigned the entire deal there. The plastic that they're using now is much better quality in this guy than with the other ones. I love it. Love the okay. So the plastic, we talked about that. Now let's grade him on. So like I said, he's a 4.8 on looks. Let's take a look at the articulation. Great head articulation, great T-pose, double joint here, very nice. Not so great here, and missing a cut here, and that's about it, I would say. No boot cut down here either, so it doesn't have a boot cut. So for articulation, he's about a 4, but it's better than some of the older predators, because sometimes some of those older predators, they could kind of articulate, but you were super nervous to do it because, like I said, it felt chintzy. But this one doesn't feel chintzy to me. It feels like quality. So I would say, yeah, like I'm going to say it's about a solid 4. So let's take a look at some of the accessories that he comes with already. Let's take a look at those real quick. And then we'll get a final score for everything. So we've got this helmet, I guess, that fits over his head. He's almost got like all the sensors and stuff built into this skull of a creature that he killed. And it just really just slides right on top of there. Here, let me see if I can put it on there. Yeah, it just kind of slides right in there. And that's what he looks like. Pretty cool. And this is the cool part too. I really like this. I don't think he ever used a cannon or anything. Now, this is something that I was wondering why they hadn't done forever. Magnets are cheap, you guys. Magnets are freaking cheap, especially, you know, it's just something that you could probably use with a lot of figures and avoid some of the problems that we have. But anyways, here's this backpack, and it's a magnet. Boom, it just sticks to his back just like that. Look at that. It moves around a little, but I mean, that's really nice. I dig that. So I'm very happy for that. I think it might have been a cannon, but they didn't use it. So this is another accessory that he has, the magnetized backpack. And he also has the shield. This is the shield when it's closed up, and he can slide it right there on his elbow behind here. Matter of fact, yeah, he can slide it right in there. There's a little peg that goes into that. And you know, you can actually do this one the same way. It pegs right in there to the back of his hand there. So you have these two accessories, the collapsed and the open. Very nice. And then you have the, I guess, the combi stick or whatever they call it. So here's the spear, open, to take people out. And here it is collapsed. And they actually give you two little hooks that you can use to put on the back, and he can actually hook it on the back of there. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to lose those hooks if I do it. So anyways, here's the collapsed version of the spear. So there's that. And then I guess this is a gun, a Predator gun. I don't know. I don't remember him using it, but Predators aren't really big on using guns. So, I mean, he does use cannons. So anyways, there's that. Now let's take a look at the other item that he comes with, right? And that is the hands. So let's pop these open real quick. Give me just a second. Not only does he come with hands, but he also comes with some mandibles. So he comes with a half open mouth like this, kind of like a sneering at you. And then he comes with one that's kind of closed. And as you can see, they kind of just slide right in there. Here, let me see if I can pop this. This looks really weird. Prepare yourselves. If you have children looking at the screen, have them look away. Okay, here we go. That looks jacked, man. Look at that thing. Oh, that looks so horrible, doesn't it? Oh, that looks weird. I mean, he looks weird already, but anyways. So then you take this guy here and you just slide this in up to the top of his head, just like that. So now you got that one, right? So there's that. Pretty easy to do, pretty simple. And then you have the fully open jaws here. You know, he's really upset. He's coming at you. I'm about to eat your face. So there's that. I like these, the sneering ones, the most. Anyways, moving on to his hands. Of course, he's got two open hands, a right and a left. Here's the other one. Here's what they look like. Very well done. Very nice. He has got a couple of fists. Let's see if we can pull both of the fists out, because they're all over the place here. It's an open hand. Open hand. Well, kind of open hand. Here, let's see if we can arrange these. See if we can. This one's open. It goes there. Oh, there's a special pointy hand. Actually, this one is probably for the weapon. Yeah, so here's a kind of like the trigger hand right here. That's what it looks like there. Very nicely done. Very nicely washed. It's got a nice wash to it. Very nice. Let's see. What else does he come with? Let's pull all these out. Come on. Everybody. All right. So where's the other fist? Anyways, here's another kind of half trigger hand. And this is a club hand. This is the one he wields just as a club, right? So there's this one. I think we've already been through. Oh, and here's the other fist hand. So he's got one fist hand over here, and here's the other fist hand. So this is what this one looks like. Very nice. We already talked about, okay, so these are the two club wielding hands right here. Kind of like open hand, or like kind of like holding a club or whatever. I think that's all we've got. Yeah, that's it. So ultimately, with all the accessories, articulation, again, the look is very important to me, and the look was a 4.8. The articulation and accessories kind of put together. Lots of really great accessories. Articulation is a little subpar. Well, stop the presses. I know everybody's going to get upset if I do not. Well, not everybody. Some of y'all get upset if I don't show them next to like a Marvel Legends or something, so you can get some kind of size comparison for this monstrosity of a figure. So here, let's at least do my favorite, the classic one of my favorites, the classic Destro. This is what he stands like next to Destro. And he is crouching down, and he's still taller than Destro. So this is what he looks like next to Destro. Ooh, Destro, you should be scared. Let's stand him up straight. Let's see what he looks like. Just standing straight. Let me see. Well, this might be a long review. Sorry, guys. I like to get into it. I like to tell you guys the story behind some of these things and why I collect them. Right? I just don't collect random crap. You know, I'm not throwing any shade to any collectors out there, any YouTubers or whatever, but there's a purpose behind, or there's a story behind everything I collect. I don't just collect to collect. There's a reason. Well, most of the times there's a reason. All right, so there he is standing next to good old Destro. Yep. Does he scale well? I don't know. I mean, you can kind of flub it. Maybe he's a different looking predator, a different species of predator, a super predator. Look at that. Way bigger, way taller. So yeah, it's a big guy, but we knew that. All right, let me grab a Marvel Legends over here. My man, Daredevil, the best Daredevils. Well, that's what he looks like there next to Daredevil. Again, he's humongous. I mean, he's about a third. He's about a third taller. So basically, if you were to chop him up in threes, he's about another, 30%, 33% taller. I don't know, something like that. But he's big. And then let's do this. Let's put these to the side. Let's give them one final comparison. My friend used to be a stormtrooper, but got chopped down, so now he's a night trooper. The stormtrooper, or the night trooper. Yeah, I mean, he's always the runt of everybody, so of course he's going to be way bigger. So anyways, there's that. All right, back to the video. I'm going to say I rate this figure at, I think it's a 4.5. I think it's a 4.5, So it's a great figure. 4.5. Yeah, I dig it because of the aesthetics, the new plastic that they've been using, that leathery, more durable feel, and all of the different facial sculptures and hand choices and weaponry that they've included. This is a great little figure. I love it. But then again, I'm biased. I told you from the beginning, I love the Alien and Predators franchises. I love them. So, all right, guys. Well, what do you guys think? Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Do you guys disagree with it? Have you guys, gotten him? Have you played with the old Predators or taken a look at those and then, taking a look at these? You'll feel a difference. There's a substantial difference here. And I don't know, I think it's the plastic that they've started to use. It's much more improved. So anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you don't. If you've got one, maybe it broke on you. I don't know. Just let me know in the comments below. And we're getting really close to the 1,000 mark. Again, once we hit that 1,000 mark, I'm going to be giving away those jetpack troopers. And it's going to be a straight giveaway. I haven't had a lot of time. Work's been a little bit crazy, so I've been having to, catch up with that. Yeah, as soon as we hit 1,000, we'll do that giveaway, and I'll try to work on a riddle, like we used to do when we first started this channel. Finally, again, I'd be remiss if I didn't say I never thought the channel would get this big, and I'm very, very supremely grateful to everybody who stuck around, everybody who engages, everybody who leaves comments, and especially if you subscribe. I really appreciate that, guys. Doesn't cost anything, helps us get to 1,000. And again, love all the engagement. The only reason we do this stuff is for a hobby. I'm an amateur. I don't get paid for any of this. I just do it for the fun, the engagement, and the joy of cracking open a toy, and sharing the experience with you. That's it. Nobody's a professional here. Just another knucklehead on YouTube having some fun with some toys. So, Guys, let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree. And as always, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling these out.